Hi, my maths group. It's Tuesday already, and welcome to today's arithmetic lesson. As you're aware, your start of each of the lessons, you can watch this video, which is associated with one of the questions in the arithmetic section of the lesson, and then have a go at doing the arithmetic before moving on to the main body of learning. So today's arithmetic, we're looking at converting fractions to decimals and the relationship between those. So the question I've got here to start with is, what is 3/5 as a decimal? I'm just wondering if anyone can remember how we work out what that is. What is the decimal equivalent to 3/5? Yeah, that's right, if you've got it. How do we work it out as a decimal? Well, we actually use the 3/5 and do something with it to work out what it is as a decimal. Now, we know that 3/5 with this line here indicating that it's a fraction, we actually know that that line is indicating the division sign. So effectively it's saying 3 divided by 5. Now, if we use that method, we can work out what 3/5 is as a decimal. So it's saying that 3, and we divide it by 5. And you just use your normal method of division to work it out. And you do exactly the same. So how many 5s in 3? Well, we know that's 0. So we put our 0 up here. Now, because it's 3 here, we're now going into our decimal numbers. So we need to put our decimal point here. We need to then put our place value holder here and exchange the 3. So we've now got 30 tenths. Now we do exactly the same. What is 30 divided by 5? How many 5s are there in 30? Well, there are 6. 6 5s are 30, and there is no remainder. So that's all we need to do. So what is 3/5 as a decimal? Well, it is 0.6. How did we work that out? Well, we can use the fraction and divide the numerator by the denominator to get our decimal number. Right, your go, children, is asking you, what is 4/16 as a decimal? So think about what I've just discussed, pause the video, have a go, and then we will have a look at the answer. Right, welcome back, children. I'm sure that you all had a go at doing this. The question was, what is 4/16 as a decimal? Well, to work that out, we need to do 4 divided by 16. So let's set it out in our written method. So we've got 4 inside the bus stop, and then we have 16. A little bit different from the question before is that we've got a 2-digit number, whereas the previous one we looked at was only a 1-digit, but we don't do anything different. We keep 16 as a whole. So how many 16s go into 4? Well, we know that is 0. So we then need to put our decimal point in and our decimal point there. And we need to put our place value holder in there. And we need to exchange for 4. So we now have 40 tenths. Now we think, how many 16s go into 40? Well, we know that 2 lots of 16 are 32. So that would be 2. And then we have this remainder of 8. Oh, okay. So we need to put another place value holder in here. And we have a remainder 8. So we've now got 80, okay, in our hundredths column. Now we need to work out how many 16s go into 80. Oh, well, if we know that 2 lots of 16 is 32, and I'm just going to write my multiplication facts up here, and that is times 2. I know that if I double that, I will get times 4, which is 64. Now, does another lot of 16 equal 80 or below? Well, yes, if we add on another lot of 16, okay, that would be 80. So 80 is 5 lots of 16. And that is no remainder. Well, how do I know that there are 5 lots of 16 in 80? Well, if I multiplied 16 by 10, that would be 160. And if I halved that, that would be 80. So 5 lots. Now, I've got no remainder left. So my answer here would be 4/16 as a decimal is 0.25. What is 0.25 as a fraction? Well, that would be 4/16. Here's your question in your arithmetic starter for this morning. What is 2/8 as a decimal? Use the video to support you and have a go at answering that along with the other arithmetic questions before moving on to the main body of learning. Now, one thing you should know about trying to work out what a fraction is as a decimal is sometimes a number can be recurring. Right? Now, I would suggest that if that is, just do it to 3 decimal places. Right, best of luck, children. Enjoy your learning for today and see you tomorrow.